Welcome to the New World Podcast, brother. New year 2020. Let's think about it. The decade is over. Now we're entering a new one, and new opportunities are going to rise. What's this? That's that C Plus Studios World Championship, brother. Currently vacant till this year. Jushin Thunder Liger has officially retired. There's this beautiful image of him with his mask on, same pose, mask off, went out on his back. Wrestle Kingdom 14 was this weekend, and I'm going to make a statement right here. Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you. To the one and only. Now, let's get things started, okay? There's some things this week that I really did like. I played a lot of catch-up for wrestling. I really think Lacey Evans as a face is brilliant. I think Lacey Evans as, like, just seeing her in that persona, I'm like, you know what? I was thinking about it, I was not the biggest fan, and then this week I realized this is it. The heel stuff did not work. I believe that 100%. The heel stuff did not work at all. Also, another thing I saw this week with Wrestle Kingdom and everything like that, Chris Jericho's a juggalo. Every time he goes to New Japan, and that look with the crow look, he's a juggalo, 100%. I said it here. Braun Strowman, I know this was last week, but shaking them hips, woo! The monster's hips don't lie. The return of the Usos, saving Roman Reigns. Hulk Hogan is Jesus. If you saw the picture, he's making a comeback, and rumor and speculation has it that it's for a match at WrestleMania. What do you guys think about that? I'm all for it. I've always been a Hulkamaniac, and you can tell, brother, right there. I've always been a Hulk Hogan fan. I always will be a Hulk Hogan fan. No, I'm a Hulkamaniac, 110%. You can agree, disagree, whatever. This dude right here is the reason why I love this business. So, saying that, and other rumors and speculation, seeds are being planted for Edge, his return. Oh, and the return of John Morrison. I saw a really funny rap video that I remember that they did. Xavier Woods posted it up on Twitter, and it's John Morrison and The Miz rapping it up, and I forgot all about it. Oh my goodness, it was the greatest thing I've ever seen, and the worst thing I've ever seen, because they're rapping to a really whack beat, and their flow is awful, but I don't know. Another delivery that I really enjoyed this week is Elias. I don't know what happened. I don't know why changing the package to what it is now. Why is that working? Just having him diss everybody while he plays guitar? Will he be in the Royal Rumble? Who knows? Yes, that's the same thing too. We're on the road to WrestleMania. We're on the road to NWA's. Hard times, baby. Hard times. And I gotta talk about that name for that pay-per-view. Hard times. That goes right here. Because that reminds me of Dusty Rhodes, baby. And he's putting his hand, put your hands on TV screen, you won't feel in hard times. Hard times. I was like, thank you. That is awesome. Also, we got AEW's pay-per-view coming up, which I'm really excited about. Just so much is happening, and they're just starting off the year with a bang. AEW took off last week because they made their debut back here, January 1st. I would say great show. Also, before we get into that show, the NXT I was gonna cover on like separate videos, but more or less, you know, the last week before New Year's, it was what do you call it, like a best of show, and this year was like the award show, and I really don't care for the awards and whatnot, so I didn't watch. But also, before we jump into Smack Me Raw, I gotta say, I brought up a good question with somebody. Well, no, someone brought up a good question to me, or I brought up a good question to them. No one knows, but this question was brought up. Why do, well, I personally, and them personally, miss John Cena? Thinking about it, because really, there's no real face of the WWE. Think about it. It's true. There's no real face of the WWE. I was thinking about it. I was like, Roman Reigns? No, they shoved him down our throat so bad no one wants him. He's got a little bit of shine. Seth Rollins? No. But I think Kevin Owens could be. Or Samoa Joe. I think Samoa Joe has the it factor. He can be the face of WWE. Or Kevin Owens. I think those two, because as you'll see on Raw, as it was displayed, great chemistry. You know, if you just give them the ball and let them run, I think they'll do it. Or if CM Punk returned. No, a little far-fetched, a lot of people are saying, but what if CM Punk returned at the Royal Rumble? I know he showed no interest. We've had him on WWE backstage, but we shall see. You never know. Royal Rumble's coming up. A lot of things could happen. A lot of things could happen in the wrong way. Becky Lynch, is she the face of WWE? Charlotte Flair, the face of WWE? Really? And you know, I was thinking about AEW. Who's the face of AEW? I don't think it's one face. I think it's the Elite. You see the Elite? That's AEW. Right in there. Not Le Champion. Sorry, Chris Jericho. But I think it's the Elite. With NWA, you know, you have your champion who's the face of that company. That's how it should work. But this day and age, with so many titles, like watching Raw and SmackDown, the Intercontinental title, didn't even get two thoughts about it. I was kind of like, oh yeah, I forgot that's a thing. The US title, I forgot that's a thing. You know. So, that's a real question. Who is the face of WWE and who could be the face of WWE? Maybe you guys can comment below. And we can kind of figure out that mystery together. Okay? Okay. Okay. So, big year, decade's over, and like I said before we jump right on into it, I gotta show some love for a documentary that I am absolutely in love with. 350 Days. If you do not own this, what is wrong with you? I will have the link in the description below, and I believe you can get it on Amazon Prime, but I got a hard copy because I support the biz 100% in this documentary. Alright. Monday Night Raw kicked off with Samoa Joe comes to Kevin Owens' aid against Seth Rollins and the AOP. We've been building to this, so I'm excited to see where this goes. And Samoa Joe is just somebody you do not want to piss off. It was a great segment, especially the backstage stuff and when they got kicked out of the arena. Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy. I like, as soon as they like this match is gonna happen, I was just like, I told my wife, I was like, we gotta watch this. Why? We're eating dinner, and you talk about slap each other, beat each other, hard chops. It was devastating, and it gets a full A+ all the way, you know, because that match, the creme de la creme. It just the hard hitting. If you can watch a match this week, go watch one of that one. Eric Rowan in action. Who cares? Honestly, I just don't care. Charlotte Flair versus Natalya. I thought was a decent match, especially for these two. We've seen them before. I'm kind of tired of the whole, hey, Hart versus Flair, remember, that's a thing, and I'm just like, why don't we just let these women shine on their own, okay? So, and God, I'm about to have a stroke here or something. The Street Profits versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Big win for the Street Profits. I love the Street Profits. I've always loved them. I think once they get going and once they get a real push, especially beating the OC, and then everyone's gonna be like, "We want the smoke. We want the smoke." Great match. Really good week for wrestling. 2-on-1 handicap match: Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins versus Drew McIntyre. McIntyre defeated Ryder and Hawkins. I still don't know what they're gonna do with Drew McIntyre, but maybe we'll see his shine. This was a fun one. The Viper. He got me. He got me because I remember he got hurt at a WWE live event as reported, and they showed the video. They showed him getting carted off, and he came out and he was selling it. And my wife was like, "Is he really hurt?" I was like, "Yeah, he is." They showed, I was fooled. Kayfabe, brother, kayfabe. I was fooled. He came out, and then all of a sudden I kind of got it when AJ was such a dick. It was awesome. And him kicking at his cane, I mean, and his his crutches and stuff like that. And Randy, I love you. You sold it so well. Then when you hit AJ with the RKO, I popped like a little girl. I was just like, or little boy, whatever you want to be, 2020, whatever. I popped as a mark, hard. Oh, Ricochet versus Andrade. Great match. These two have great chemistry. Andrade won. He has his rematch next week against Rey Mysterio. And we finally got to the wedding of Bobby Lashley and Lana. Don't get me wrong, we've seen it before, over and over and over again with weddings. How they gonna end? What do you think? Rusev was in the cake. Ugh, Rusev was in the goddamn cake. It's over though. Hopefully it's over. But I would say that was a great show. Besides the ending, because it was pretty predictable. But so now we're going over to SmackDown. Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Lacey Evans and Dana Brooks versus Alex Bliss and Nikki Cross, or Cross, whatever. Lacey Evans, like I said, her as a baby face, and I felt the woman's writing hard. I was like, damn, I'm like, oh. And her as a face, I think is going to work out really, really well. Shorty G versus Dash Wilder with Scott Dawson. Elias did a great little thing before that. And no one really cared about the match, but the thing we all cared about was Sheamus. His return comes in and lays out Shorty G. Oh, I felt that bro kick right here, hard in my face, hard. Oh my goodness. Oy 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 oy. Kofi Kingston with Big E versus The Miz. Kofi won because The Miz is upset and the Fiend and this and that, because we set up where Daniel Bryan is going to face the Fiend at Royal Rumble. Totally excited about that, because not this past SmackDown, the SmackDown before, when Daniel Bryan's won the right to fight the Fiend. The video pack, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt's up there. He's like, "Let me in," and then you get the crowd. Boom. Yes, 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 yes. Daniel Bryan ain't afraid. That gave me goosebumps. I swear, that gave me goosebumps because I'm like, Otis, my spirit animal, defeated Drew Gulak, or Goulash, as I like to call him. Braun Strowman versus Cesaro. How do you think it was going to end? Strowman won, but Braun Strowman's showing a little bit more character, especially him dancing his hips off last week. I really did enjoy that. Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan versus King Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. This was a great match. It was fun. It was fast paced. Of course, dog food, handcuffs, but it wasn't even that. It was the Usos. Shaved, cut, clean, came out to save their brother Roman Reigns, and it was awesome. 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 I really did enjoy it. Um, and I gotta say, out of the both shows, as I told my homie Penta, who made the logo for the NWP, music by GeNreal, go check it out. Their links are in the description below. SmackDown's the more fun show. Raw is a little bit more of the serious tone, you know. But if I had to pick both shows, I always pick SmackDown because at the end of the day, I always have a smile on my face for SmackDown. So once again, SmackDown won my heart this week. So tell me what your thoughts are below. Do you think Raw was a better show, or do you think SmackDown was a better show? And where are we going in these storylines? Because the Royal Rumble's just right around the corner. Yeah, so, and one thing before, the man has been very quiet lately. I think that's for a reason. So we shall see next week. And next week on Raw, the Beast returns. Hold on. Gotta fix them. There we go. AEW's Dynamite returned to a big homecoming edition January 1st for the new year. Yes, this mask is very tight. Let's take it off. Ooh, got the Miz hair going. So we started off things with Cody versus Darby Allin, and Darby Allin has some weird package with his Cody's face on his and burning in. But overall, it was a damn good match. Cody defeated Allin. There's a bump that he took off the top rope where he went backwards. The first time you saw it, you're like, oh, you know, like, ah. Then when they kept on showing it again and again, you're like, ew, he really didn't connect. Oh, well, they're trying to justify that maybe he got the knees up. And then I'm like, stop it. Stop focusing on that. The first time I was like, whew. But no. Darby Allin's, I really, like, the more and more I watch him, this match, four-way match for the AEW Women's Championship happened the same night. Riho defeated, but she went through a table. Like, I gotta admit, Baker and all them, Rose, and Sheeta, like, they just went to town on each other, and I really did appreciate that a lot. Moxley versus Trent, you know, at the end of it, it was an okay match. Moxley did his thing, but we had the offering from Le Champion, which we're going to hear this week. Offering him money, offering Moxley a car, you know, 49 whatever percent of, you know, the inner circle and stuff like that. Will John Moxley accept? And he plugged it at the end. I thought it was kind of cheesy, but cool. Well, next week, Wednesday, Dynamite, Le Champion will have my answer. Not exactly those words, but it was on that level. But Sammy Guevara, he was the one that laid the offer. Well, showed the video, and this and that, and he had a match with Dustin Rhodes. And this kid, during the commercial break, there's one thing about the commercial breaks that just drive me absolutely crazy. Is the commercial breaks on TNT are really, really long. And they cut the match to the corner here so you can still see a match. But usually it's during stuff that's really important, well, to me as a wrestling fan, that I should be seeing, and I shouldn't be distracted by a commercial. And yes, people get mad, like, well, WWE does that. I was like, yeah, but let's think about it. You got Roman Reigns is going to go into a post, bam, hits the floor. We'll be right back from commercials. Okay? Then right then and there, we come back, then they're in the ring. I don't have to worry about what happened in that commercial break because I'm guessing nothing really did. You know, they know how to do TV, and I think AEW still needs to learn how to do TV. You may be like, fuck you, KMB. You shoot wrestling TV. One day I will. Watch it. All right. Guevara, whatever, defeated Rhodes. It was an okay match. And MJF, his mic skills is so solid and so, ooh, you just want to slap the shit out of him. And bro, you need to back up from the mic, especially when you spit and that spit's on the camera. You know, it's a little gross. I know it's real. I know it's intense. But yeah, he made the offer to Cody. Says we will face each other, but under these conditions, and he laid it all out for Cody and told him, like, hey, this is it. This is what you need to do if you want me. And when he talked about whipping him, he's like, I'm going to take off my belt, and I'm going to whip you, Cody. I'm going to whip you. But at the end of the night, we had the Lucha Brothers and Pac versus the Elite. Of course. Great match from setting this down. It was a great match. It was high, fast paced, and this and that. And something weird happened, though. Hangman Page was on the commentary with JR and them, and at the end of the match, the Elite won, and they're telling Hangman Page, like, yo, come down. And Hangman, like, nah, I'm good, I got my drink, I'm good, I'm going to drink, you know. And I'm like, is there some rumblings in the Elite? You know, and some people I was arguing with, they're like, well, Hangman Page is really not part of the Elite. I'm like, bullshit. I'm calling that 100% bullshit. He is part of the Elite. And little rumblings, what's going to happen? Maybe a feud with Cody and Hangman Page. A feud with Kenny Omega, Hangman Page. A feud with, you know, the Young Bucks. But no, overall, great match. My wife gets more and more impressed with the Lucha Bros every time she sees them wrestle. And I'm like, yes, why? Because they're awesome. Young Bucks as well. And I will say this. May not be the most popular opinion, but for me, I like a match to build. Okay? Here's where you're going. Here's where it should end. You should take me here. You should slowly build. Not spot, because then the new age of wrestling fans, I'm not saying anything about them. We all enjoy a good wrestling match. We all enjoy to be popped. We all enjoy this. We all enjoy that. Yes, I get it. But at a certain point, the storytelling gets lost. And I'm old school in the sense of storytelling should be a thing. 110%. So, in saying that, you know, I love spots. Don't get me wrong. Especially when they're fast-paced and you know what's going to happen. Especially when you see, like, a Will Ospreay, who did a great spot at Wrestle Kingdom. But when you constantly... the story gets lost in translation. They're like, well, we don't need a story. We just saw an awesome match. I'm like, well, that's the problem. We kind of need stories. And this goes all across the board. You know, wrestling has changed in such a way that I cannot, you know, it's different. What can I say? It's different beyond different. So, there's my thoughts of this week of wrestling. I'm going to watch more. So, yeah, that's it. That's all. I think that's enough show. But before we go, my little one wanted me to tell you something. And she's going to bring over the title. Where's the title? And my glasses. So we can go out like a G. Thank you guys. Oh yes, before we go, while I'm getting ready, Shudder. Shudder.com. C+928. Wait, what the hell? Shudder.com/podcast. Use a special promo code C+. CPLUS. Get 30 days free on us. The best horror suspense thriller app out there. And after that, it's only $5. Five time a month. Alright? Championship. Where's the championship? Huh? Where's the championship? It's right there. It's right there, man. It's right there. Get the championship. Yeah. But before we go, we have... oh, wait. Hold on. Alright. You got it? Cool. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. This is the New World Podcast. Brand new for you. Let's start 2020 right. This is the championship. Currently vacant. This is my sidekick. This is the Kathy. She is a beast. And we're going to tell you, you can't see me.
You can't see me.
Other side.
You can't see me.
Look at that. Born champ right here. I'm KMB, the Sexy Ninja. Like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. This is the New World Podcast, brother. Look at that face. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.